So in the process of awakening, at some point, we're starting to work with the energy of manifestation. It's almost like there's like a rapid, like things are happening quicker, and it's almost destabilizing. How do you work with that? That maybe uncertainty or just general instability.
Yes, so we are ISIS. We want to explain what we hear you saying. There is an aspect of collective manifestation that is starting to show up within some of you. You may think collective manifestation is happening outside of you, but it must start within. The time between what you desire and what you manifest can become instantaneous when you're so aligned with what is that it becomes difficult to manage. And many of you perceive time to be speeding up. But what we see is that your ability to resonate in alignment with source is becoming so high that it's difficult for you to even conceptualize how quickly you can change. It is like in ancient civilizations where many of us understood the practice was to find implicit balance within with some desire that we wanted to see manifest for all. And the second this happened, it was done. This is who you're becoming, not unlike the gods of my time. But to manage it is another question because you are in a different timeline than many of us have been in before. And we know that sometimes it's difficult to keep up with manifestations when the earth is not moving as quickly as you. And this is the inherent issue that we see, is that some of you are manifesting above and beyond what the earth is ready to hold or negotiate or interact with. And this is where the universe steps in perfectly. So you are always supported in whatever desires are made manifest, even if they are ones that don't serve your highest good. It is the ability to trust in the universe supporting them that often gets lost. And it's important to explain first what trust is, because this is another definition that has been lost on your planet. In the unknown, there is an element of excitement. It is just that the unknown has been trained to you to be something difficult or challenging that stands in the way of the universe doing its work. So many of you look at the past as evidence of what the future will bring, and much of the past has not been to your liking. So there's always relevance for some difficulty to come into your life. But if you are to stay present and understand that the past is no longer, you open the door to what source energy conspires to help you ground in relationship to your desires. This can sometimes be a stalling of your path that unknowingly takes you off the path of something that you've manifested in the moment. And we see this happen quite frequently right now. The reason for this is not that you are meant to be detracted from what you desire so much as it is you're such adept manifestors that what you are putting into action has no logical connection yet. And the universe will always give you something in the meantime to work with while this idea or potential is coming to fruition. It's also important to note that your vibration is such an incredible, potent key to how manifesting what you desire grounds, because the discomfort sometimes comes with a thought that something is appropriate that when it reaches you doesn't exactly line up with the thought. And we're here to say that source energy knows of your divine plan. And what you think and what you planned before you come are always co-creating. So there may be a little deviation at times from what grounds, but it is always in a container of your highest good. The path ahead for many of you may be very quick movements forward and times where you are stalled or at rest. It is that forward and backward motion that is very concerning for many of you. It is the analogy of 2 steps forward and 2 steps back that often feels the frustration of a willing soul to serve. But we see this as evidence of how your vibration is changing and how it's moderating itself to where the collective is and what it needs. So continue to allow those manifestations to ground, but be present with them however they do, and trust in the future ahead as being something far better than what your mind could conceptualize and what may be related to the past.